And they were able to do it even with this guy right here, putting up 38 points, 5 of 12 from the three, perfect from the free throw line. And this is following up his 17 points, battling that stomach illness in game 3. Were you guys surprised at all that he responded in this fashion?
Absolutely not.
Not at all.
Man, what a game by Luka Doncic. But wasn't enough as Minnesota gets the win. Let's go ahead and hear from Luka Doncic after the win.
Luka, how do you handle the emotional swing of, holding on to win this game when you led it for much of the game, and including late, and then, losing and being down 3-1 as you go home? How do you process that as an individual and as a team?
It's definitely disappointing, but nothing has lost. No, we haven't lost nothing yet. It's first win, 4 wins, and we just gotta still believe.
And we know that you were not feeling well last game. Can you take us through the last couple games, last couple days, and how you felt and how you're able to respond for today?
Yeah, I mean, mostly laying down, just not doing anything, just trying to get some rest. Today I felt better. There's no excuse not winning this game.
Luka, you guys were tied pretty late into the game in game 3. Obviously, we're up 10 here in the 4th to start the quarter. What has it been down the stretch? Do you think that's come back to hurt you guys? And do you think fatigue played any factor in it?
This is the playoffs. Fatigue shouldn't play any role in this. Play a lot of minutes, but that shouldn't play a role. I think they just executed better on the offensive end during the last minutes.
JJ said he thought you were tripped in the final minute. What was your, kind of take on that sequence?
What do you think? I got tripped or not?
I honestly didn't have a great vantage point from where I was sitting. So.
Oh, that I think I got tripped for sure. We had to call timeout.
Is there any part of being a competitor that you look at this situation and you're like, okay, like we literally have 3 must-win games, and stepping forward into that challenge?
Yeah, it's a fun challenge, and we should have extra motivation, to win these next 3 games. It's going to be very hard. Every possession is going to matter. We got to go 100% no matter what.
What was supposed to happen on the inbounds play after you called timeout? What was supposed to happen? I think you guys only had 1 second, right, on the clock to get it across midcourt, and how did that sort of impact what you guys were able to do?
Yeah, I mean, we had 2 screens, so either me or AR should receive the ball. I thought LeBron was going to throw it there. He thought I was going to put it there. So it's kind of miscommunication, and I got to do better in those situations. That's on me.
Good. You guys scored a series high 36 points in the 3rd. They were mixing in some hedging and blitzing, which is different than how they've been guarding you earlier in the series. Can you guys take away anything from that if they're not going to that defense and just the way that you guys attack them and we're generating open corner threes and getting downhill? Can you guys find a way to do that more consistently?
Yeah, I think the ball was flowing in a great rhythm. We were just finding each other. We were playing aggressive. We were touching the paint, which is the most important. And, we got to look at that 3rd quarter. But it all came from defensive end.
Oftentimes in games like these, we'll focus on the clutch time, end of games, to kind of figure out what didn't go right or what did go right. But you guys could have went up by double digits end of first, and then it was only a 4-point lead. They took that lead into halftime. How critical were those end of quarter moments for you guys, where it seemed like Minnesota, first quarter, second quarter, really won those moments?
We were up by 10 in the end of 3rd, so I don't think they played a big part. We just gotta hold on to the lead. We can't relax. We gotta keep doing what we did to get a lead, and that's how we gotta play.
Thanks, Luka.
Thank you.
Down the stretch both ways. So is there a play or two that stands out to you as kind of the key, and does that tell you anything about the series or this game specifically?
I don't really have an answer for that. They made one more play than us.
You end up playing the entire second half with that group. What was that like, kind of going into timeouts? And I'm assuming JJ was asking like if you guys are okay, etc. You're never going to take yourself out of the game. How did you handle that physically and mentally down the stretch?
I got a lot of rest the first half, so just did whatever coach needed me to do.
Austin, what did you kind of make of the foul trouble early? How disruptive was it for your rhythm, and how were you able to kind of find some in the third?
Continue to stay locked in. I think that's the first time all year that I've had 3 fouls in the first half. So I don't know. Got to stop fouling, and so I can be out there for my teammates.
You guys are down 3-1, but you leave Minnesota knowing that you were tied with 4 minutes to go in game 2 or game 3. I'm sorry. Obviously up 10 to start the fourth tonight. What has been the difference late in games here in Minnesota, and does this still feel within reach for you guys?
Yeah, I mean, anytime you have an opportunity to go lace them up and play again, so you're not out of it. A lot of these, games besides, game 1, 3 and 4 could have easily went our way if we made a couple more plays down the stretch. But we didn't. Dug ourselves in a hole, and, sun will come up tomorrow and we still got another, day to fight.
You caught a rhythm in the second half, hitting 5 threes, and obviously LeBron finds you for the final look. Just what'd you make of it? Did you think you had a chance of going in when you let it go?
Yeah, once I shot it out, it felt good. Had to get it off kind of quick. Didn't exactly know where the game clock stood. Good pass. If I'm put in that situation again, I'm gonna shoot it again, and I have confidence in myself to make it. Just didn't make that one.
At least to start the game, it seemed like you guys made an effort to, after his 30-point game on game 3, slow down McDaniels. What did you, is there anything encouraging that you can take away from, the start defensively in that sense? And what needs to carry over to game 5 in LA?
You just got to play him straight up. He's a good player. He's not just a defensive guy. If you give him opportunity on the offensive end, he's 6'9", 6'10", wingspan, probably in the 7 foot. Can get downhill, finishes the ball well around the rim. You gotta, keep him in front and don't let him touch the paint. So, I felt like we did a good job of that early, and then just to carry over. Same stuff. Just gotta play harder. We gotta end quarters better. And obviously the fourth quarter tonight, we got outscored 13 or whatever it is, and. If you have a lead going into the fourth quarter, you got to maintain it.
All right, we heard JJ talk about it was not the plan, but rolling with those guys. They made the decision at halftime. AR was the one that was well rested, obviously, because of his first half in the 3 fouls. But the Lakers 5 for 18 in the fourth, 0 for 4 from field goals in the paint. And it was just the 4th time in Laker playoff history that they've blown a double-digit lead in the fourth quarter. When you look at Luka, guys, and LeBron, 46 minutes each. Luka 1 for 4 overall in that fourth quarter, 0 for 2 from 3. And LeBron.
What's your favorite team? Comment below, and if you liked the video, please leave a like. This really helps the channel grow and brings you even more content. Oh, and if you're not subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Click the subscribe button and activate the bell to receive all notifications. With each game, we noticed that the NBA is getting more competitive every day, and all the teams are looking for reinforcements to win the championship. And only here can you follow your favorite team daily with incredible content from different sources. Here on the channel, there are new videos every day with analysis, curiosities, and the best moments in basketball. That's it for today, folks. Thanks for following along. The NBA doesn't stop, and neither do we. Until the next video. NBA, the passion that connects us.